These long dog days of summer, I mean, we just made it through a heat wave. Mama was parched through this heat wave. I was hitting up Dunkin' every single day, and I will continue to probably for the rest of my days, but especially this summer. Dunkin' is helping everyone stay cool this summer with its lineup of refreshers. These drinks are packed with bold, fruity flavors and served ice cold. It's amazing. Dunkin' refreshers are the perfect afternoon pick-me-up. I like to start my morning with them personally, and then sometimes I go back for a second one because I'm just feeling crazy. They come in a variety of delicious flavors, including fan favorites mango pineapple and strawberry dragon fruit. And then for a limited time, there's black cherry and there's pink pineapple. I'm going to tell you something right now, and it's a bold claim, let me tell you, but I stand behind it. Pink pineapple will change your life. It is so good. It has me feeling like I'm sitting in a pool, resort side, just living, honey. It's so yummy. Try your favorite flavor with green tea, sparkling water, lemonade, or Dunkin's all-new limeade. I haven't tried the limeade yet, but I'm going to. Usually I get my drinks made with green tea and occasionally lemonade, but I do really like the green tea. Or if you don't want to build your own, try one of Dunkin's curated refreshers like the Cherry Lime Ricky or the Ultimate Pink Daydream. The Cherry Lime Ricky, scrumptious. I could drink like 3 of these a day. They're so freaking yummy. Head to Dunkin' today and find your favorite refresher. Dunkin' refreshers contain less than 1% fruit juice. Limited time offer. Every good detective needs a partner to support them on important cases. Think of a State Farm agent like your sidekick, there to help you along the way in your search for coverage. State Farm can help you choose the coverage you need, whether it's for your home, car, boat, or even RV. With so many options, it's nice knowing you have help finding what fits for you so you can get back to solving all of life's bigger cases. Go to statefarm.com or use the award-winning app to connect with a local agent and get a quote. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
1 second, you're enjoying your day off. The next, your phone buzzes. A window's been broken at home. You're miles away. In 1 second, everything can change. That's why ADT's professionally installed security systems monitor your home 24/7. They're backed by the most company-operated monitoring centers in the industry, so you're always supported during an emergency. When every second counts, count on ADT. Visit ADT.com to learn more.
Hey weirdos, I'm Ash.
And I'm Alaina.
And this is More Bad.
It is!
Woo.
Hey, you.
Yeah.
We're here.
It's More Bad time.
It's the holiday season.
Happy holidays. Happy
Boo-boo-doo.
more days. I said holidays.
Well, it kind of is holidays. People are at the mall. A
Ah,
lot. So
I was at the mall yesterday and I wanted to murder everybody.
I haven't been to the mall in so long, and I like that about me.
I decided that I'm going to finish my Christmas shopping online.
That's where I do all my Christmas shopping.
Yeah.
I'm all about online.
Cyber
Monday is where it's at.
I got a huge dent done in my Christmas shopping.
Yeah, you really did.
Because I'm an adult this year and I'm not going to do what I did last year and do all my shopping the day before Christmas Eve.
Yeah, that's no good.
It was a fucking nightmare.
No, it's awful. And I feel like I always want to do it earlier and earlier.
Yeah.
But it never happens.
I wish that I was one of those people that so many clients be like, oh, I just like pick things up
During the year.
Yeah. I'm like, yeah, fuck you, Cheryl. Yeah,
literally,
right.
like, come on, man. Like, no.
But I bet they'd actually do
Because
it,
if I
it's
do
smart.
pick things up, I end up giving them to the people early because
Yeah.
I get excited and I can't
yeah.
hold on to it. Like, I'm an awful gift giver that way.
I know a lot of people like
Yeah.
that.
So I don't think there hasn't been too many true
crimes?
crimey things happening this week. Nothing that has really popped out at me.
No, not
No.
yet.
I think
It's a blessed time.
it is a blessed time.
Bless up.
I think I saw something on John and I were watching TV last night, and we saw a Netflix movie that's coming out, because you know how it's weird that Netflix is having movies now with like Sandra Bullock in them, like going straight to Netflix. It's just weird.
No, it is weird.
So this one has Sandra Bullock in it. I think it's called Bird Box. I'm pretty sure it sounds weird.
That sounds cool.
But the whole thing is like very apocalyptic-y.
Oh.
But not in that way.
Okay.
It's in a different way.
All right.
It's like these Sandra Bullock and her 2 kids have to get to this sanctuary because these like evil demons that take the form of your greatest fear are following them.
Oh.
And they only take the form of your greatest fear if you look at them, so they have to stay blindfolded and get to this sanctuary without looking.
That kind of sounds like A Quiet Place.
Kind of. I like the whole, like, it takes the form of your greatest fear thing. I think that's different.
I don't like that.
Well, I don't want that. But this led us, John and I, into a discussion about what form would it take for you. And of course, both of us said it would, which John was adorable. He said it would take the form of me leaving.
Oh.
And then he said there was something happening to the girls.
I cry.
And I was like, actually, that's exactly the same thing. And then we were like, okay, let's get rid of that one and do like a different one. Because that's an obvious thing. And I was like, what would mine be? I was like, I don't know. And he said the greatest answer. And it was so on point. He said it would take the form of an empty pint of Ben & Jerry's ice cream that would just follow me. And every once in a while it would come to me and be like, I'm full. Oh, nope, I'm not.
That's
and when he said it, I was like, oh my God, you are correct. And he said either that or an empty sleeve of cookies or like one that has like a half a cookie on there.
That's hilarious.
I
don't know what mine would be.
Great. Well, I know John's would be someone standing there with either takeout menus and asking him to pick a place to eat.
Oh, God.
Or they're just me standing there saying, what do you want for dinner?
Yep.
That's his greatest fear, is having to decide what food to eat.
I think that's everybody's biggest fear.
Ugh. But yours would probably be...
a declined credit card.
Or it would be like somebody with like shavers like ready to shave your head.
Oh, fuck that.
I think that would be...
Yeah. H&M closing.
That would be it. But if they brought up like an interesting conversation.
Yeah.
About
I think one of mine would just be like a bunch of clients telling me that I gave them shitty haircuts.
Yes! That would be a good one. That would definitely
I have a lot. I don't want to be featured in this movie. We'll do a post and you guys can comment what yours would be.
Yeah. Because because it really was such a fun conversation to have.
Yeah.
Because we just got ridiculous about it, but it makes you think.
It does. I want to hear what other people would say.
Yeah, I'm dying to know. So we'll definitely post that on the Instagram because that's an interesting one.
I'll do it at the very end of this episode.
Woo!
So while you're listening to this, you'll have already known that I did it. Because you'll have already answered.
I did it.
I know. I wish you could see me pointing everywhere.
I did it.
I did it.
Yeah, I think that's really it, though.
So this week we have some new Patreons.
We do!
Without further ado, thank you so much to James Turner, who is in the Weirdos category.
Welcome, James.
Do you know who that is?
James Turner?
Yeah.
I do not.
I thought it was one of your friends, because...
No, I hope not, at least, because I don't know who they are.
Well, you're our friend now, James.
Yeah, now you're our friend.
Thank you so much. Our next one is in the Jagged Little Bitch category. So thank you so much to Jordan Prodal, I believe is how you say it.
Jordan, you are so jagged.
And you're such a little bitch.
We love you, Jordan.
You're a jagged little bitch. And then also this week we have 2 custom Patreons.
Ooh.
So they're in a category all on their own.
Fancy.
We have Courtney C.
Courtney C.
Thanks.
Thanks, girl.
You the best.
You are the best.
You are the chesticles.
Woo!
Courtney C. Chesticles. That's what the C stands
Boom. for. Courtney Chesticles.
And then we have Ashley Justin. And she has my favorite way of spelling Ashley.
Ashley.
Ashlee.
You have a great name.
Yeah, you do.
Thanks,
I always
Ashley.
wanted my name to be spelled like that.
Did you?
Or when I was little, I wanted it to be spelled Ashlie.
Ah.
Which is trendy.
Trend.
If you ask me. So thanks, everybody.
Thanks, guys. You guys rock some serious socks. You rock some holiday socks.
I hope you're all rocking holiday socks.
Rock holiday socks, guys. But you guys are amazing. And I think I've been posting little sneaky peekies of all our designs that Vasco Vaz is coming out with. And I'm debating whether I'm gonna put out my own to let you guys see it ahead of time.
You should.
I might just surprise you guys with it.
Oh, I like that idea too.
I don't know. Big things are happening. 2019 is going to be morbid take over. We're going to take over the world, essentially.
Here we go. Bye.
We're like a new website's coming up.
We're running for president.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Get on this.
Both of us.
Both of us. I think that would be great.
That'd be
We'd bring a lot to the table.
awesome.
We'd bring a very well-rounded platform to
Yeah.
the table. But yeah, we're not doing that. But
No.
it's a nice thought. So yeah. So thank you to the Patreons for aiding us in getting all this stuff going. Because without you guys and your
We'd be
support,
shit.
we'd be nothing.
We'd be shit
We'd
on the
just
ground.
be talking at a microphone in an empty laundry room.
for no fucking reason.
And we thank everybody for listening and supporting in any way. But financially is just kind of helping us get this stuff off the ground.
Hey,
So we appreciate it. But yeah, I think we can just get on to our case this week.
Let's dive into it.
I don't know if this one's going to be, I think, a little shorter than normal. I'm assuming it will be, but whenever I assume that, it ends up being longer.
And whenever we think it's going to be a long one, it ends up being shorter.
So I mean, I'm going to say short, but who knows? Stick with us. We are kicking off our holiday season.
It's a holiday takeover time.
It's a holiday takeover with some Christmas murders. So today's murder du jour
Murder.
is the murder
Of.
of the entire Lawson family.
Well, shit.
Well, shit. So this is an oldie, but an oh so goodie.
Not the entire family.
No. And that's an
Spoiler
interesting part of
alert.
this. So we're going to kick it right off. The Lawsons were a family of tobacco farmers. This was way back in the 1920s. So,
Oh, when you were born?
you know, when I was born.
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah. So not too long ago.
It's
All right?
really not that long ago.
It's really not. So the Lawsons were a big family. They were working class people. They weren't super awful poor, like to the point where they were like having to, you know, like eat dirt and stuff, but they were not at all wealthy.
They were medium poor.
They were definitely like lower class, but they were not like, you know, really, really, really struggling.
Right.
Just to put that out there. So this happened in Germantown, North Carolina. The father's name is Charles Lawson.
Charles Lawson.
Charles Lawson is going to be an important figure in this whole thing.
Pretty fucking important.
Important.
Importante.
Infamous, one might say. He was born in 1886, which is after my house was built. Isn't that weird?
When was your house built?
1860.
Wow.
I know.
Spook, spook.
Spook, spook is right. He was born in the town of Lawsonville. Nope. Just kidding.
I was like, that's weird.
Yeah, hold on. I just paused to double check, and he really was born in Lawsonville, so it didn't autocorrect.
Strange coincidence.
Strange coincidence. I thought my document had autocorrected in some weird way.
But it didn't.
He was born May 10th, 1886, in the town of Lawsonville, which was in Stokes County, North Carolina. He had grown up in a sharecropping family.
Same.
You know. He grew up to marry Fanny Manring, I believe her last name is pronounced, in 1911. Between like his younger life, there's not a lot known about that.
I mean,
it's hard because I was gonna say because like in 1880 there wasn't a whole lot of records that we can look back at.
Yeah.
So I know that, you know, he grew up in like a farming family. This was kind of in his blood. He ended up marrying Fanny in 1911. The two of them like scraped together money to finally buy a ramshackle 200-year-old farmhouse close to his brother's farms. And they had only bought this 2 years before this massacre happened.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, and they bought him to be close to his family, you know, his brothers were around there. So Fanny and Charles had 8 children.
Fuck that.
It's a lot of children.
No thanks.
One might say too many.
If you have 8 children, God bless
In fact,
your soul.
Charles might say too many.
No pun intended.
It's a pretty bad joke, but it's the truth.
But,
Now, these 8 children included one named William, who was 6 years old, who died of pneumonia in 1920. Unfortunately, this was a pretty common occurrence for kids to die before, I mean, even getting into teenage.
that's,
Yeah, it was kind of common. Yeah, it was very, very common to not, especially in like more poor families.
I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah. The other kids were Marie, who was 17, Arthur, 16, Carrie, 12, Maybelle, 7, James, 4, Raymond, 2, and 4-month-old Mary Lou. At the time of the murders, Fanny and Charles had been married for 18 years.
That's a long-ass
That's
time.
a long-ass time. Like, John and I have been together for, 12 years?
That's a long-ass time.
Yeah. So 18, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Like, you know each other. You're in it to win it at 18.
Yeah.
By all accounts, this family was just like a pleasant working-class family. And in fact, Charles was said to be really well respected by the community. So this is a little different, or this kind of reminds me of the Sauter family, how like the father was well respected. They were just like a chill family.
Yeah.
Very different from Hinterkaifeck.
I was going to say it reminds me of Hinterkaifeck.
It reminds me of it, but
it's
in a different
totally
way.
Different circumstances.
Exactly. Because, the Hinterkaifeck dad was not, Andreas was not exactly well respected, but
But they
totally
do
different.
they do
But
have
there is-
similar attributes.
Exactly. I was gonna say we're gonna connect these dots later. Don't worry about it.
Hinterkaifeck dad and Lawson dad have a similar type,
Yes, exactly.
if you will.
They have one really weird persuasion in common. Mm-hmm. We'll say.
Stay tuned.
So Charles wasn't like overly like extremely religious or there wasn't anything that popped out about him as being extreme.
Okay.
Because some it's like you can point to and be like he was like kind of crazy, like they were a little extreme. No, they just were like super normal by all accounts, unless you count having 8 kids as extreme.
Moderately
You could.
extreme. People back then had a lot of kids.
They
though,
did. I was
because
gonna
you didn't
say
know how
that
many you were going to end up with by the end of it.
You just kept going.
You're like, hopefully
well,
3 of these live.
Yeah. So they were.
That's fucked.
So they were just a typical working class family of the era. They were very typical of that era. Things changed, though, slightly after a weird little accident on the farm. According to M. Bruce Jones and Trudy J. Smith, who wrote a book about this case called White Christmas, Bloody Christmas, which is really good. And it's really hard to find. It's like a very sought after book. I don't have it.
Oh.
But I got I downloaded like parts of it, but I wanna find this copy because it's supposed to be a really good book. They believe that Lawson's problems actually started when he struck himself accidentally in the forehead with his mattock on the farm.
Makes sense.
Which is an axe, exactly like the one that was used in the Hinterkaifeck murders. That's kind of funny. He was doing work outside, and I think he literally just like slipped and it slammed into his forehead. They said it was a pretty decent head wound. In the book, they say, quote, his wounds healed, but many people said that Lawson changed after the accident, his usual quick temper flaring more often and with greater intensity. So obviously, he already had a temper before
and then
this.
Like, made it worse.
And this clearly made it much worse. We'll get more into this later, that this could have had a little bit to do with it, but I really don't think so in the end.
I don't think so either.
But it's just an interesting little side note, because as we know, head wounds tend to be an indicator of not awesome behavior.
Big part of it.
Usually that's in childhood, though. I feel like it more
I
matters.
was just thinking that, too.
Yeah, it more
your
matters
brain
in
is
childhood because it's
fully
forming
developed
still. Yeah.
when you're his age.
Exactly. Now, interestingly enough, the authors of this book that I was just talking about are a father-daughter team, which is kind of cute. The father, M. Bruce Jones, was 8 years old and lived near this family at the time of the murders.
Oh, yeah.
So he remembers a lot about it. Like, he said he vividly remembers them and the way the crime scene, which we will get into later, became a tourist attraction.
I know, that's fucked.
Yeah. The daughter in this, the author that's the daughter said, quote, my father spoke about this murder case all my life. He recounted the story of the famous cake being baked in the cabin which was left just as it was on the day of the murders. The cabin became a tourist attraction in the 1930s. The bloody pillows lying on the floor where Charlie had placed his battered victims were still left. When I was 6, he took us up to the location in hopes of seeing inside. When he retired in the mid-80s, he and his friends recalled the murders. Some of his friends had connections to people who knew the murderer and his victims. So they have a lot, like the two of them writing this book about the case is what you want. They're close to it. I mean, this guy grew up right around it. And in one of the things I read, he said that his mother, he was always mad because his mother wouldn't let him go to this tourist attraction, the crime scene.
Why.
Because he was 8 years old, but his older sisters got to go and they all came back and like told him about it and he was pissed.
God.
Yeah. So in 1929, 2 weeks before Christmas, Charles took his entire family to Winston-Salem, about 13 miles away from where they lived. There, he bought them a bunch of fancy new clothes. He told them literally no matter what they wanted, they could have.
Was this Christmas Day?
No, this was 2 weeks before Christmas.
2 weeks,
Yeah.
okay.
Then he had his family sit for a family portrait. He said it was part of a, quote, Christmas surprise. So it would appear this fucker knew what he was going to do for weeks.
Yikes.
It was a huge deal for this working class family to, one, be buying a ton of new fancy clothes, because I posted the photo on the Instagram that they took 2 weeks before they were murdered.
Fucking pic.
And everybody's in really fancy getup, you know what I mean?
They look rich.
And that's a big deal for these people. And also, most people of their societal rank had never even had a photo taken of themselves, so this was a huge luxury.
Wow.
Like, you didn't just go to a photographer's studio and have a portrait done.
You weren't just popping out selfies.
Yeah, you weren't just
gram.
popping out selfies. So this was already, like, you know, eyebrow raising that he did this, because it was seemingly out of nowhere.
Right.
Now, the photo is interesting itself when you look at it now.
Especially his face.
Yeah, there's a lot of ways that make it very interesting. No one is smiling. Everyone looks super pissed and extremely uncomfortable. And they look uncomfortable to be there, but they also look uncomfortable with each other, a lot of them. Arthur and Marie are standing very far apart. Charles and Fanny. Fanny's holding the youngest, Mary Lou. I believe.
Fanny looks like the most pissed.
She looks horrified. And her and Charles don't look like they even know each other. And then there's people looking different directions. It's just very odd. Marie, in particular, the 16-year-old daughter, looks the most cold and angry out of all of them. She's literally staring daggers straight into the camera lens.
Mm-hmm.
And
but those finger waves are on point.
Well, I was just gonna get into that. Well, and some of the other ones look a little softer and off to the side a bit. Like, even Charles and Fanny look like a little just more like off to the side.
Mm-hmm.
Marie also looks like a flapper.
She does look like
she
a
does
flapper.
not look like a farm girl.
No.
Like, it just doesn't. She looks beautiful.
Fanny looks like a farm girl.
She does. Fanny looks like a farm girl. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm saying
No.
like less glamorous, you know?
Well, and wouldn't you think that they would be positioned differently? Like, I would think that Charles and Fanny would be in the middle. And Arthur, and Marie would be on
either end. But instead, it's Marie and Charles in the middle.
And it almost looks like they're
the parents.
Except Fanny looks old.
Very odd.
Fanny.
Very odd. And again, Marie looks beautiful. And she kind of physically embodies the Roaring 20s look in this photo.
She totally does.
Like, she's got the flapper hair, like the finger waves, the bob. That was super cool then. Mm-hmm. She's got like a flapper kind of dress on, like a cool girl dress from back then. It's got like the lace collar. She's got a necklace on. She just looks like a badass.
I mean, Arthur looks pretty dope too. He's got like a pinstripe suit on.
He looks super dapper. It's just, and also I think what points more to Marie is, if you look at it, doesn't she look like she has more light on her?
Yeah, she definitely does.
Like, she just sticks out in that photo in, like, a lot of ways. And I think it's also just the fact that she's staring directly into that camera lens with this, like, stone-cold face. And then it's, like, we're looking at the photo right now, and Fanny just looks miserable.
Yeah, she's just like, fuck this, why are we here?
Charles almost has this weird little smirk on his face.
He's definitely smirking.
Yeah,
but if you look at it, so is Arthur. He has a small smirk, too.
He's a handsome dude.
He is.
Yeah. So that was a weird occurrence. That was the big major thing that happened before this tragedy occurred. Now, on December 25th, you may know that day as Christmas.
Xmas.
You may not. Who knows? Either way, some of us know it as Christmas. 1929, 17-year-old Marie, she woke up early to make a Christmas cake. She made 2 layers of cake. She was icing them, getting them ready for the festivities, because I think they were going to having, like, Christmas festivities on the farm, and then they were going to be going to their, like, uncles and aunts' houses, because, again, they lived near family.
Side note, she put fucking raisins on the cake.
She did, but that was, like, a thing. That's, like, a thing then.
No, I know, but
yeah, but it is gross.
Fuck that. That's not a cake.
The oldest son, Arthur, who was the 16-year-old, he wanted to go out hunting for rabbits that morning. Because, again, they're farm folk. You know? Like,
they do
Christmas
what they
morning, we're going to wake up, we're going to shoot some rabbits. So he gets his shit ready. He's like, let's do this. And then he's like, oh my God, I don't have any shotgun shells. I forgot. So he goes to his dad, Charles, and he's like, hey, do you have any shotgun shells? And his father was like, no, I don't. Spoiler alert, we know he had some. He just wasn't willing to give them away.
He had a name on each of them.
Yeah. And so he said, so Charles told his son Arthur, you know what? Go into town and go get some ammunition. So he sent Arthur away. Just know that. Sent him away. Only Arthur.
The oldest boy.
Exactly. So what we're going to discuss next is awful. And unfortunately, Arthur was still at the store buying bullets when news already reached him that something terrible had happened on the farm.
Oh, that's fucked.
Yeah. Somebody had to whisk him away and, like, drive him back to the farm.
Oh, shit.
So, Arthur leaves. He has no idea what happens after that. Well, the first person to discover the scene of what does happen after that was Charles's brother Elijah and his sons. They had stopped by the Lawson farm on their way home from a morning hunt. They were just gonna wish the family a Merry Christmas on their way home.
See you later.
What they found was that the middle girls, Carrie 12 and Maybelle 7, had been found in the tobacco barn, shot and bludgeoned to death. Fanny was on the porch with a shotgun blast to her chest. Inside, Marie's dead body was sprawled near the fireplace. James and Raymond, 4 years old and 2 years old, had been beaten to death.
Jesus.
Even the youngest member, 4-month-old, Mary Lou, was dead inside her crib.
And he bludgeoned her, right?
Yes. And Charles was nowhere to be found. Now, immediately, they went bonkers. Police and neighbors started swarming on the scene looking for Charles. Finally, his whereabouts became pretty clear when everyone heard a single shotgun blast from deep inside the woods behind the farmhouse. Now, Charles had run into the woods several hours earlier after he murdered his entire family, and he had spent several hours pacing along alone in the woods before killing himself.
That's wild.
Yeah, it's insane. Now, it was the family's 2 beagles who led investigators to the body.
Oh.
He had killed himself in the woods. Arthur and a police officer followed the dogs to the body. So Arthur was one of the people to discover his dad's body. On Charles's person, there were 2 notes. I found in a couple places that they were addressed to his parents, but I'm not, that's like, some places say that, some places don't. It's just worth mentioning. But they both appeared to be only half notes that were left unfinished. And it is confirmed that there were 2 notes. I just don't know if it was to his parents or if it was just 2 notes. One said, quote, troubles can cause. That's it. And the other one said, quote, no one to blame but, and that's it. It's kind of like morbid Mad Libs.
It is.
Like,
fill in the blank.
Like, try to finish the sentence. Like, troubles can cause farts. And no one to blame but
farts.
That was not creative. Troubles can cause rashes.
Headaches.
No one to blame but
the president.
I was gonna say laundry detergent because we're in a laundry room, but I couldn't think on my toes. Maybe we'll put that on the Instagram for like a
I like that.
Morbid Mad Libs
fill in
time.
the blank. We'll post 2.
Finish Charles Lawson's suicide notes.
Yikes.
Woof. So, footprints were also found circling a tree near where Charles's body was found.
Was he found with a pencil? Like, was he gonna finish?
I don't know if he was found with a pencil, actually. That's kind of funny. He probably was, I would assume.
Right?
In fact, a circular path had been bored deep in the snow, like around a tree.
So he was clearly just walking in circles?
Yeah, investigators said this indicated that he had clearly been pacing around in a circle for a long time before killing himself.
Must have been real dizzy.
Yeah, seriously. Now that they knew who the perpetrator was, because it was pretty obvious, they were able to piece together what happened exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Now, some of them had been killed by shotgun blast, some by beating, and then some by a combination of the 2. And there didn't seem to be like a rhyme or reason to this. It was kind of just whatever he felt like. Now, sometime after Charles deliberately sent Arthur into town, away from the scene, he did send him away.
He
Like, Arthur
definitely
did
salvaged him.
Yeah, because Arthur did
some
not
reason.
do this on his own accord. The 2 middle Lawson girls, Carrie and Maybelle, left the house and they were going to go visit their aunt and uncle.
Mm-hmm.
Behind the taco barn.
Behind
Wow.
the taco barn. I want a taco barn.
Oh, shit.
Where is that, like the Taco Bell, but it's in a barn?
It's a taco barn.
I like
even
it.
better.
Fuck yeah.
So behind the tobacco barn on the property, Charles was waiting with a shotgun.
Wow, that's so fucked.
He was literally waiting out his two young, like, middle girls. His
Jesus.
12-year-old and his 7-year-old. Like,
Bye.
what? The 43-year-old asshole shot his daughters and then bludgeoned them both to finish them off and placed their bodies inside the barn.
Like, what?
Ugh, I can't.
I wish there was more known about this case.
That's the thing. It's like we know the like a chunk of it, but it's like
There's
details
way
are
more
very,
details.
So much went with Charles. It's like it drives me nuts. So he then returned to the family home where Fanny, 37 years old, was sitting on the porch. He immediately shot her in
she
the
was
chest.
only 37 and she had
37.
8 fucking kids.
I'm saying.
Whew.
Yeah. She got immediately shot in the chest with the shotgun. Moved her aside, went inside, saw Marie, and also saw her 2 younger brothers, the 4-year-old and the 2-year-old, James and Raymond. The 2 little boys ran to hide.
I know, I read that.
Let that sink in. So Charlie shot Marie, just outright boom. She fell in front of the fireplace, and then he found the 2 boys and shot and bludgeoned them both to death.
Oh my god.
A 2-year-old.
And they ran away from him.
Ran away from their father, who had a shotgun.
And was just killing everybody.
Ugh.
That's so sad.
Now, finally, he got to baby Mary Lou.
Let's do this fast.
I found her death certificate. She wasn't even 4 months old. She was 3 months and like however many days.
Oh,
not that I'm
wow.
not saying that makes a huge difference, but it's still like it's a 3-month-old.
Yeah, that's fucked.
Like, you fucking monster.
I hate that.
Not just a 3-month-old, your baby. Like, this is your 3-month-old.
Like,
That's
what is
insane to
wrong
me.
with you?
He bludgeoned Mary Lou in her crib. Her cause of death was a fractured skull. And on her death
Jesus.
certificate, it says fractured skull and it says homicide. He then posed the 7 bodies with their arms crossed over their chests like they were laying in a funeral. Mm-hmm. And he put rocks underneath their heads.
I heard
Like
that
pillows.
he put rocks over their eyes, too.
I was actually just going to say, some accounts say that stones were placed over their eyes as well.
But nobody really knows.
It's not
It could
totally
be.
confirmed. They definitely had their arms crossed. And they definitely had rocks under their heads like pillows.
What?
The stones over the eyes, some say they were and some say they weren't. Yeah. It's like, I don't even know how to explain. It's one of those things that it's like the weird caring thing, you know what I mean? When
But it's
murderers
also
will
not
do that.
caring because it's a rock.
Yeah, it's not caring at all, but like placing the hands over the
yeah.
chest like in a funeral position, you know, it's just very odd. So the entire family was gone besides Arthur. Also, the entire family was buried in a single plot. So the victims
I've
lay
seen
next
that.
to their murderer.
Yeah, I think that's fucked up.
Yeah, and it's in Browder Family Cemetery just outside of Germantown, which I think it's just fucked up. Like, I don't
And
think
it
they should
says,
be the same one.
I'm pretty sure it says father under his thing.
I think
like,
it does.
I
And it's
probably
like,
wouldn't have wrote that.
Not really. Like,
Not
let's-
exactly.
Let's take that title away from him. I think.
I wonder who decided that.
I know
That they would be laying
it's a very
to
odd
rest together.
because they're also buried next to William, their first,
The youngest.
60-year-old. But it's like, Jesus.
Well, the oldest, technically.
Yeah, technically, actually. Over 5,000 people attended the family's funeral.
Holy shit.
Because the case just blew up. I mean, this was the hugest thing to happen. I think it was mostly people just being curious.
I mean,
But a lot of people also liked this family.
yeah, I mean.
So Charles's brain was removed for analysis after his death, and it was brought down to Baltimore to Johns Hopkins because they were like, something's got to be off
what
here.
the fuck made him do that?
And they were also trying to find out, did that hit with the Matic cause something in his brain, like that we can see damage? They said nothing abnormal about his brain. Totally normal. And they said that head injury did not cause brain damage.
So it had nothing to do
So
with
it didn't
that.
have to do with that. Now, of course, like I said, the town went nuts about this case. And Charles's brother Marion saw this as an opportunity. He decided to turn the crime scene into some kind of weird-ass tourist attraction, which I would totally go to, but I'm going to judge it from afar. He charged visitors 25 cents to tour the actual house and crime scenes. Now, again, this isn't like today where everything gets fucking cleaned up right away.
It was just there.
Blood stains and all. This was
Imagine
a
how
literal
stinky
crime
it was.
scene. Yeah. It's gross. I mean, there was copious amounts of blood all over the house.
I mean, yeah, how many people got murdered?
There's at least one photo that I'll post that's like of one of the rooms, and it's just like you can see just a splatter of blood on the floor.
It's a lot of Marian's blood if we're talking about the same picture in front of the fireplace.
It's all Marie's blood?
Yeah, Marie.
Oh, yeah, it is in front of the fireplace.
Like a lot of it is.
Yeah, but then you see the crib, too.
Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah, it's not okay.
I didn't like any of those pictures.
Nope, don't love it. And Marie's Christmas cake had been left untouched in the house because the family was murdered before they could eat any of it. And she had finished it. It was like this beautiful little cake sitting on the... And it just kind of was like this... It became this really gross symbol. You know what I mean? Like this really weird symbol of like, look, this family woke up, they made a cake, and now
they all died.
You know, it's just a very odd thing. Now... This cake kind of became like a main attraction. Like, I don't know, it had raisins on top of it. And people going by decided it would be cool to take the raisins as souvenirs. And so, so the assholes running the museum had to encase the cake in glass eventually because they didn't want people taking the raisins. I mean, I can't judge because, like, this shit fascinates me, so I can't even be like, weird assholes.
Well, actually, I probably wouldn't do that, but I would be tempted.
But I would be tempted to be like, oh, I could just take it. After the 5-year run of the tour, the cake was taken home by a Lawson relative, and it was buried.
Interesting.
Which I don't know if it was just, like, burying it because it's, like, a part of Marie.
Yeah,
so it's
I can
like,
see
it's
that.
Special. I don't know. And it became kind of, again, like a symbol of this family.
Right. Like a token.
Now, during the 5 years, this house was a tourist attraction.
And
5
it hadn't
years.
been cleaned up or anything.
No. And it drew sightseers by the thousands. And supposedly, this included John Dillinger. You don't know who that is, do you? Holy shit.
It sounds familiar.
He's like a famous American gangster bank robber.
Oh, I knew that.
You're going to get so much shit for that.
I mean, I'm a millennial.
Bring it on, everybody. Bring it on. So yeah, that's interesting. Everybody listening will think that's pretty interesting that John Dillinger came to see this house.
That's fucking awesome.
Crazy.
Whoa.
Now the house was eventually demolished, but now the site is said to have, of course, tons of ghost sightings.
I mean, duh.
People say they see the dead children. They see Charles himself.
I don't want that.
They see Charles in the woods sometimes.
Ew.
Oh, I know. I'm not into it.
Stay out of the woods.
There's also a fun little legend that says that whenever it snows on everyone else's grave but Charles's. And when the leaves fall in autumn, that leaves fall in everybody else's grave except for Charles's.
But aren't they all buried in the same spot?
Well, they have different gravestones.
Oh.
Now, there's been books, there's been poems, there's been songs written about this whole thing because way back in the day, there was these things called murder ballads. A case would happen like this, and these like bluegrass bands would write murder ballads about it.
They'd start like opening up their washboards.
Yeah, exactly. And then like
murder,
jug band, and that's how it went too. They were like murder, murder, murder,
murder, murder, murder,
murder, murder, murder, and you were like, oh, I know that case.
And you're like, I'm famous.
That case included murder, I bet.
No,
no
murder.
So in these songs, this is just fucked. I guess they like were used as weird lullabies. Like parents would sing these to their kids as like cautionary tales.
Are you shitting me?
No joke. And this is not me making it up. They would literally sing these as like cautionary tales. Like it reminds me.
Don't fook your dad.
Do you remember the Office episode with Dwight Schrute and he's singing
"Learn your rules. You better learn your rules. If you don't, you'll be eaten in your sleep."
That's exactly what I think of.
Copyright TM, The Office.
Yeah, don't sue us, please. So yeah, they Dwight Schruted it.
What did they sing to them? How was that cautionary?
Oh, I have a couple of lyrics here.
Sing it.
To you. So a bluegrass duo, the Stanley Brothers, penned a ballad called "The Story of the Lawson Family," which sounds so pleasant.
Yeah.
They sold it to Columbia Records, and it actually became like a hit song.
No way.
Yeah, no way.
In like the 30s or something?
Yeah, I think even like people know it now. It's like
shit.
The song is fucked.
I'm
like,
sure.
I don't know how anyone. It's not like they alluded to anything. They were just like, yeah, murder.
Yikes.
So these are some of the lyrics. They're like really disturbing. It says, quote, "They say he killed his wife at first, while the little ones did cry. Please, Papa, won't you spare our lives? It is so hard to die. Those are some of the lyrics.
I just got chills.
I think they're actually really fucking gross for taking, like, artistic license with this. Like, it's not like they were like, and then he went and he murdered his whole family, and that's really sad. They were like, this is what the children cried to him as he did it. It's like, bitch, you don't know that. You made that up. Like, and that's really gross.
And why did your brain go there?
Yeah.
Hate that.
Gross. Hate it. But people would sing that to their kids.
What?
It's fucking weird.
I mean, if you do look at nursery rhymes as a whole, they're all fucked.
Oh, like
London Bridge is falling down.
And all of them. They're all, like, there's some that, we have a book of nursery rhymes that someone gave us for our, like, baby shower.
Some of them are hella
Sorry
racist.
if you're listening to this and you were the one that gave us a nursery rhyme book, but, like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah, they're fucked.
They're so racist. So
and sexist.
Racist. So sexist. I mean, they're all, like, maids in the kitchen and shit. And I'm like, bitch, please. But the racism in there is
no bueno.
Beyond. I mean, there's so many that I'm like, I'm not reading you that.
Yeah,
like, I
you
will
like
not
change
read
the
you
words.
that. I will. I'll change the words because I'm not reading them racist old poems.
Well,
like,
fuck
that's
that.
crazy. So weirdly, in 1945, Arthur Lawson, the only surviving member of the family, died in a freak truck accident in Walnut Cove, North Carolina, at the age of 31.
Yeah, that's messed up.
He left behind a wife and 4 children of his own.
Wow.
And it's just weird. That's a weird, tragic accident to happen
Like
after
a
you
curse.
survived an entire family massacre. You know, like, damn. So it wasn't until 1990 that a book about the massacre was published that actually let out a few of the secrets that could have led to the tragedy. And I think Ash is going to get a little more into that.
Here I go.
Because because there's a lot of theories that are surrounding, because again, we've got here, we know it was Charles, we know what happened,
We know who done it.
Nobody knows why the fuck this happened. No one knows, and that's the biggest thing that everybody's like, okay, we know everything else about this, why the fuck did he do that? Like, it doesn't make any sense. So without further ado,
All right, so
Theory time.
1.
theory time.
Theory number 1, next to it I wrote, yeah, all right. So, some people believe that Charles had a medical condition, like Alaina was saying. He hit himself in the head with an axe. And people thought it changed the way that he thought, and it made him snap. But we can already cross that one off because you said they examined his brain.
Exactly.
And it was fine.
And it seems like he already kind of had a slight temper, which I feel like every father in the 20s had a, like, farmer father had a nasty temper.
Every father has a temper, like, until
just
now,
in general.
pretty much. So the theory within theory number 1, the medical condition, is that I read somewhere that Charlie had a growth on his chest.
Oh, I saw something about that.
Which caused him a great deal of pain. So one day he decided it was time to end the pain, and he just didn't want to go alone, so he took everyone with him.
Yeah.
But that makes no sense because, 1, like, they would have known that when they found him and did his autopsy.
Yeah,
2,
exactly.
Why would he just, like, kill the whole fucking family?
Yeah, why wouldn't he just
but
kill
not
himself?
Arthur?
Yeah.
None of those theories make
and
sense.
if you want to end the pain, you're just going to do it.
So, theory number 2, I wrote next to it, that real shit.
Ooh, that real shit.
So, the lowdown on theory number 2 is that Charlie was doing the damn thing with his daughter Marie.
Oh!
Did you bring your barf bag? So suspicions were starting to arise, so he basically just felt that he had to kill the whole family, because that's the way you deal with, like, your grown-ass incestual decisions.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean,
you just take everybody down with you.
You decided, let's spook my daughter, but then people found out, and he had to kill them all.
Seems legit.
It's also believed that Marie was pregnant with her father's child.
Eek.
I found multiple sources that said Marie had confessed to her friend Ella May a few weeks earlier during a sleepover that she was pregnant with her dad's baby and that both of her parents knew.
Oh.
Which would explain why Fannie Mae looks so, like, upset in the family picture.
I was just gonna say,
she just
that would
looks
make it...
like she's done.
Yeah, she really does.
I heard that a cousin in the family said that she overheard her mom and a few other Lawson women talking at the funeral about how Fanny had found out that Marie and Charlie were having a relationship before Christmas.
Yep.
And that she was, like, completely sick over it.
Oh, sure.
Like, couldn't deal. Duh.
Yeah, and these seem like, they seem legit.
I mean, yeah.
Because multiple people and multiple family members are
and then a neighbor named Sam Hill, who was... like, living by the family because he's a neighbor, said that when Charlie found out Marie was pregnant with his child, he cornered her and threatened her that, quote unquote, there would be some killing done if she were to tell her mom or anybody else.
Oh, it's no big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, so who knows if
I
that's
don't see
hearsay,
that.
because, I mean, people make shit up afterwards.
Yeah, for sure.
And then the other thing is, it's like, did they know if Marie was pregnant? Like, I can't find anywhere if it's confirmed that she was pregnant.
I think maybe, I haven't heard anything that, like, somebody else confirmed. I've only heard that she herself told her friend.
But wouldn't they know?
Like LMA.
Or was it couldn't they?
I mean, in the 20s, you just kind of knew your body.
Oh.
You knew whether you were or not.
Shit.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, it's hard to...
She could have just, like, missed a period.
And then just
knew
known.
the time.
Because you know your body, right?
Yeah. So she could have just told a friend, like, I know I'm pregnant.
Well, that's fucked.
Because that's what it seems like. She told her friend, what, LMA, is that her name?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, it'd be, like, really awful, too, if, she actually wasn't pregnant.
I know.
And then, like, the whole family just
Exactly.
died because he thought she was.
Yeah.
Like, that's fucked.
That's really fucked.
And then the other couple things that I wanted to talk about was the, like, theories regarding why Arthur was spared.
Yeah, because that's fascinating to me.
Well, and I think it was done on purpose.
Yeah.
So, theory number one is that Charles sent Arthur away because he knew he wouldn't be able to kill everybody with Arthur there, as Arthur was taller, and he could have been able to stop his father.
And I can see, and you know what, like, now thinking about that, because that is a good theory, and I think also it seems to me like Arthur was a good shot himself. He was a hunter.
Right.
He knew how to use a shotgun. So he had his own shotgun.
Exactly.
So I think he was too worried that maybe he had way too much, like, means to defend himself, like you're saying.
it makes sense.
Yeah.
The other theory is that he intended to kill Arthur, but in the time that Arthur was away, his, like, brother came over with his nephews, so he had to think fast, and Arthur was spared only because Charlie had killed himself in the meantime.
Yeah, that one to me is flimsier, because it's like, why send him away at all?
Yeah,
You
you
know?
didn't have to. If you already planned on killing everybody,
Because
you
I feel
could've
like that
just
would
said-
put a wrench in your plan.
and you could have just said go later.
Yeah, exactly. Like we'll hunt later.
Right.
Like, don't worry. Or just hand him one shotgun shell if you really want to.
The other theory that I found, which I don't personally agree with, and I actually have my own theory at the end, but this is the last one I found. He heard that Arthur didn't believe Marie was in a relationship or pregnant with her dad's baby, and he knew that he would provide a cover if it were to get out after the murders that Marie was pregnant.
Yeah. I mean, that one's a little shaky too, I feel like.
My personal theory,
Which I agree with this one.
and I actually just came up with it while we were about to start recording, it just, like, popped into my head, is that he was the oldest boy, other than the boy that passed away, but he was the oldest boy, so he could carry on the family name.
Exactly.
Which I feel like is, especially back then, it was so important
Yeah,
to
and
carry
even
on the
now,
family
a
name.
lot of people place a lot of importance on the boy being able to carry on the family name.
Yeah, carry on the family name is apparently huge.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I think
Especially back then, it was just...
it was just what... It was like you had to have a boy to carry on the
Yeah,
family
it was
name.
important. So I feel like that makes a lot of sense.
And I think it was even, like, bigger that, one, to carry on the family name, and two, he's the oldest boy.
Yep.
So he was almost like a token child.
I know, and I wonder if anybody, like, talked to Arthur after this and, like, asked him
I
about
read
the Marie thing.
that his kids, I think, asked him about it, but he would never talk about it.
I would imagine he wouldn't.
I mean, I wouldn't fucking talk
Yeah.
about it. My whole family was annihilated. And Arthur probably doesn't know why he was spared. And I'm sure he struggled with that.
Oh, I'm sure. Like, survivor's guilt?
Yeah.
No, like, absolutely.
So-
And I wonder if they ever were like, do you know if your dad was having an incestual relationship with your sister? Like,
Yeah.
like, do you know if that was happening? Or did you... And
you
I'm
wouldn't
sure he
comment on
wouldn't
that.
talk about it, but it's like, you just wish he would have said something, like, yes or no.
Because every secret that you want to know died with that family
Yeah.
the first time
The entire
and
family.
the second time.
Yeah, it really did. Because
When
once
he got in the
Arthur was
car
gone,
crash.
it's like, that's it.
Right.
Now it's just speculation and people saying that somebody said this, somebody said that. Mm-hmm. It's crazy.
So really you don't know because who knows? Maybe she wasn't pregnant.
I know.
Maybe she was, though. I think it's most likely she was.
And I believe the incest story.
Yeah.
Because, one, I know, obviously people make shit up all the time about everything.
That doesn't come out of nowhere.
Incest is one of those things that's like, if there's family members saying it, then even if there's not full-blown incest, something weird's there.
Yeah,
If
for
people
sure.
are insinuating that you are possibly having inappropriate relationships with your child, then something is off there. You know what I mean? Like, if people are actually insinuating, I mean, like, people are dicks all the time. Like, the biggest pet peeve of mine is this new thing where, like, celebrities will post photos of them, like, kissing their kids on the lips.
And people think
mothers
it's gross.
will go fucking bananas and be like, you're a pervert and stuff. First of all, like, here's my, ready, I'm stepping on my soapbox. Because first of all, if you look at a picture of a parent kissing their child, like young child on the lips.
And that's the first thing you think.
And the first thing you think of is sexualizing that image.
You're fucked.
You should be locked away.
Yeah.
Because you're a fucking dangerous pervert yourself. Like, if you look at children kissing their parents and think that something sexual is there, then you have sexualized the situation and you're gross.
Right.
And it's like, my 2-year-olds, I will give them kisses on the lips until they tell me, Mom, you're gross, don't kiss me on the lips.
Yeah.
As soon as they say that, I'll be like, okay. And I'll stop doing it. But until then, I'm going to get as many kisses as I possibly can. And it just drives me nuts.
It's weird to think that's weird.
It's very weird to think that's weird.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying, like, they were lovey or something and people insinuated that they were incestuous. I'm saying if people are literally like, no, they're definitely, like, bumping uglies, there's a serious...
I've never heard that before.
You haven't?
No, that's amazing. You're bumping uglies? Oh my god, I'm gonna say that all the fucking time.
I can't believe you've never heard that.
Listen, I know you're bumping uglies with so-and-so. Oh my god, that's my newest shit. That is my newest shit.
I'm really glad I could introduce that to you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Hashtag blessed. Maybe I didn't know who John Dillinger was, but now I'm gonna say bumping uglies left and right. People are bumping uglies left and right. I'm
saying.
shitting. That's awesome.
I'm so glad I introduced that to you. I feel really good about myself now.
I'm so glad.
Yeah. That's like an older term, too.
Bumping
I'm
uglies.
surprised you've never heard it. I
Never.
guess not a lot of people use it now.
I've never heard that in my life.
I'm an ancient being, so I think it's...
You're not even that much older than me.
I'm not, but I feel like an ancient being.
You know what I think is funny?
I have lots of wisdom.
Sometimes people tell me that I'm an old soul. That I am an old soul.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'm like, yeah, totally. But then other times I'm like,
yeah,
what
totally.
the fuck are you saying? Like, what is the phrase you just used?
You are kind of an old soul.
Thanks.
In certain ways, you are an old soul. In certain ways, you are very much
I'm a
a
gypsy.
young millennial.
I'm a gypsy soul.
So yeah. So what I was saying there was, like, if people are really going into, like, the you must be bumping uglies,
Bumping uglies.
then you have put something out there that is not just children loving their parents.
Yeah,
of
no,
thing.
100%.
So, and it's just like the Hinterkaifeck thing. It's like, there's too much. Where there's smoke, there's fire. And there was too much chitter-chatter about this relationship. And then you look at Marie in that photo. You look at the way they're positioned in the middle. Like, they're the parents. And there's a lot that's like, huh.
You could have a psychology field day.
Yeah, you really could. So, unfortunately, we will probably never know the answers to any of these questions.
Charles Lawson killed his whole family except
He
Arthur.
did. He's the worst. So yeah. Merry Christmas.
And a happy new year.
That's the first of our Christmas holiday extravaganza.
Yeah.
Our December Festivus for all of us.
We could take a couple recommendations for a Christmas case.
Because we have some ideas, but if
We're
you
not
guys,
sold yet.
we have the rest of our month planned out, but we have 1 week that we're toying with of what to do. So if you guys have some recommendations, throw them our way. We're looking for Christmas cases, anything Christmas or not just Christmas, holiday related.
Hanukkah murders.
you know those Hanukkah murders,
Kwanzaa murders.
Kwanzaa murders. Winter solstice murders,
Boxing Day murders.
Throw them our way, and we'll throw them in the mess with it because we have 1 week that we're just we're toying with. So give us your suggestions. Let us know. We're gonna throw up those morbid Mad Libs onto the
barf
Instagram.
them out on the
We're
Instagram.
gonna vomit them onto the Instagram.
We're gonna bump them out ugly.
We're also.
I love that.
We're also gonna ask you guys what would be the
Your worst fear.
yeah what your worst fear would
Personified.
be. Personified. So keep an eye out, and we'll be giving you will be getting 2 episodes this week, unlike last week when we almost
I'm not talking about it.
got haunted to death. So
I had trouble sleeping that night.
really,
Yeah,
I slept like a baby.
Of course you fucking did. I was a little spooked. I took some Advil PM though, and then I was
But
fine.
that was also fun doing a live.
Yeah, we should do more
We're
of this.
gonna do that more.
We should do one on like Xmas.
Yeah, we should. We'll like bump one out every now and then because we were surprised so many people popped on.
And
it
so
really
many
quick,
interactions too.
So that was fun. So thanks guys for doing that with us. We'll definitely do that more often because I was scared, but we did it.
And we looked like shit.
We
Nobody
did.
even yelled at us.
Yeah, no one told us we looked like swamp beasts. So
I get that a lot.
I looked like a bridge troll that night, but it's fine.
We'll live.
So thanks guys, you were rad. So yeah. So you'll be getting a second episode this week, and your second episode is going to take a look at some of Santa's helpers, and I don't mean the elves. I'll just put it that way.
Dun dun dun!
So stay tuned for that. I'll be updating you guys about any merch that's going to be happening, which will hopefully be happening soon. And yeah, make sure you rate and review and subscribe. If you have a feeling like you want to give us a 1-star review because you want to tell us that we are trying to be Karen and Georgia for My Favorite Murder.
Did we get that recently?
Just go ahead and don't do that. Maybe
and then
just
go fuck yourself.
maybe just say it to the mirror or something. I don't know. Say it to the person next to you. But don't give us 1-star reviews because you don't like that 2 women are talking about true crime.
I can't help that I'm a woman.
Yeah, it annoys me. First of all, I love when people lovingly compare us to My Favorite Murder.
Yeah, that's a compliment.
That's a huge compliment. And honestly, people because we've gotten a couple people that are that will do the, they're trying to be Karen and Georgia. I don't think we are.
We're not.
But second, okay.
Even if we were.
Again, okay. You want to tell me that I'm a second-rate Karen in Georgia? I will take that.
Yeah,
because
fucking
that
thanks,
is a compliment.
bitch.
So
thank you. Next.
I noticed that's a thing with women true crime podcasts, though, and even paranormal podcasts. I know I'm going off on a tangent, but whatever. You can shut this off if you don't want to listen to it. But I listened to I'm going to give them a quick shout-out because they're awesome. 2 Girls, 1 Ghost. It's an awesome podcast. It's 2 girls.
And 1 ghost.
And actually 1 ghost. So they talk about they do one topic, paranormal topic, and they both do stories, and they're great. They're great at it. They're really well researched. They're funny. They're fun to listen to. They spook you out. They're great.
Awesome.
And I noticed that they get that a lot on their reviews, that they're trying to be Karen, and I'm like, well, that's just dumb because they talk about ghosts. They're not even talking about true crime, so it's just weird.
You know what? We're ladies.
Women into a true crime podcast. We're always gonna have that on our backs, but whatever. So yeah, if you feel like doing that, don't do that. But yeah. But besides that, rate and review.
And if you want to follow us on Instagram, you can find us at
Morbid Podcast.
If you'd like to tweet us, you can tweet us at
A Morbid Podcast.
If you'd like to write us some snail mail on the email, you can email us at
morbidpodcast@gmail.com.
If you want to interact on our Facebook page, you can find that
Morbid: a true crime podcast.
.facebook.com.
Yeah.
Just kidding. I don't know about that last
Totally.
part.
And join the Facebook group.
Yes. And if you are feeling so inclined, you can donate to our Patreon at
patreon.com/morbidpodcast.
and you can become a patron.
A patronus.
So we hope you keep listening.
And we hope you
Keep it weird. Christmas, Merry Christmas.
Happy holidays.
Feliz Navidad.
Merry Christmas.
Feliz Navidad.
Happy
Holidays. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. It's the best time of the year.
In sync. Yeah.
Bye, bye, bye.
Bye, bye.
Don't really want to make it tough. Had enough.
They've really had enough.
You may hate me, but I
ain't no lie, baby. Bye, bye, bye.
I was gonna remix it and say I'm still here.
Shit.
Well, now I keep hitting the table with my niece. It's time to go.